Hello everyone, welcome. Today we're going to have a bit of a cozy little sniff sesh. I have a handful of fragrances that I've either entered my collection recently or fragrances that are in sample form that I managed to try that I was blown away by that I really think you should try out. We have a good mix between designer, niche, affordable, just a bunch of different fragrances across the board. So I'm excited to share these with you here today. If this is your first time on this channel, hello, my name is Anya. I absolutely love fragrances, clearly, and I do videos on them on YouTube every weekday from Monday through Friday, 5 videos a week. I also publish additional videos on TikTok and Instagram under the username ANECHKAFRAGRANCES. And if you're interested in fragrance history, I do have a podcast called The Fragrance Report, where every Wednesday I talk to you guys about fragrance history on Spotify and on YouTube. So with that being said, let's get into it. There's a lot to cover. I'm excited. Let's get started. Okay, so as you guys know, I have an affiliate partnership with Pernoire. And I was excited to try their new fragrance called Anello. And I was not expecting this, not gonna lie. When I went to get this package, I was not expecting to receive a trunk. Yes, I received a trunk and it doesn't close because it's pretty much like overfilled right now with this like paper because I wanted to show you how wild this is. But basically they sent me this fragrance. This fragrance is inspired by maritime travel, I think. And it's giving maritime travel based on this whole presentation. But essentially, they had all these, paper things to cushion this fragrance as it came to me safely from Switzerland to the U.S. And this is the fragrance itself. So I just wanted to share this with you. I thought it was pretty fun. And not gonna lie, okay, I haven't received like a ton of PR packages. I will say this, to be completely transparent, a lot of brands, like what they'll do is they'll just send me like a normal package with the fragrance inside without like all the PR song and dance, which I do appreciate because I don't need to have a bunch of packing stuff in my house. Like I don't need to have too much fuss. Like I'm good with the fragrance and that's it. But I've had a few brands send me packages that are functional that I really appreciate. I think Snif, with their Me launch, they sent me a package that I still use, like actually, to house some of my Snif fragrances. Like that was like a functional box. This is another option. Like I will literally, after this video, I will throw away all these paper things and I will use this probably for my fragrances or samples, but I really appreciate it. It's a functional item that I can like then reuse and repurpose, and I really love that. So anyway, just wanted to say that, show you the PR package, which I thought was really fun. So there's that. But the fragrance itself, because that's the focus, where is it? So the fragrance itself has notes of freshly cut pineapple, pomelo, and mandarin, a heart of mango, ginger, and magnolia, and then a base of amber, vetiver, and patchouli. So there are two notes here that I'm usually pretty cautious about, and those are pineapple and mango. So when I was initially considering this fragrance, I wasn't sure if I'd like it because of those two notes. I really like it. It's bordering on the edge of love. Yeah, this is gonna be easily one of my go-tos for the warm summer weather. This is like, yes, it has mango and pineapple. You can clearly smell those elements, but there's also a light spiciness to it that makes it smell more expensive. Because my gripe with like mango and pineapple fragrances in the past has been that either they pump it with so much like ambroxan or fresh spiciness to make it seem like a men's cologne, or, which is fine, but like it's just not something I want, or they end up like really leaning into like those florals and the fruitiness and nothing else, so it kind of ends up smelling shampoo-y in some instances. So I wasn't quite sure what I would think of this, but I really, really like it. It gives me just a hint. Like, there's ginger in here too. I can smell that, and it adds a perfect accent to the tropical nature of the mango and the pineapple. Keep in mind, I have not worn this for an extended period of time, but I just wanted to show you guys this fragrance. So far, I'm really liking it. I think it's a really good one. I will wear this more and get back to you on how it wears and my experience with this. But this is strong. It seems like the kind of fragrance that would last really long on skin, to be honest, but it's not like, I don't think it's overpowering. I really like this so far, so this is a highlight. So next up, I just wanted to quickly revisit 2 additional fragrances that I've talked about before in several videos, but I told you guys I would revisit my thoughts on this, so I just wanted to do that. These are 2 Snif fragrances. These were sent to me in PR about a week ago. I featured them in several videos already, but I wanted to tell you my experience after wearing these both for several times. But I have Hot Cakes by Snif, and I also have Snif's new Sweet Ash Super Fragrance. This is like a more potent format of their original fragrance. This is also a more luxury experience. If you look at the glass here, it's faceted all around. It's a glass component. This is plastic. So it's clearly a difference. You pay a little bit more for this, but this is also their standard packaging. Both are completely fine, but I just wanted to share that with you. They've launched this new super line, and this is the first fragrance in that line. I do have a code with them. You can use it for money off. Anyway, so let's just get into the high-level overview of these fragrances. Hot Cakes obviously smells like pancakes. Initially, when I thought, when I got this fragrance, I did not think this would be suitable for all year round. I actually do think it is, because of the execution of this. Yes, there's pancakes. Yes, there's maple syrup. Yes, it does smell like an IHOP pancake, but it's not too heavy. It's not too extreme. The maple syrup in here, in my opinion, is not too intense. So if you genuinely like the smell of pancakes and you just want to smell it, regardless of whether it's getting warmer or not, this is a really good one. If you like that kind of scent profile, I think you'll like this. And regardless, you can also get the travel size, which is also available on the Snif website. And my code will also apply for that as well. But Sweet Ash Super, this is a really good one. On the skin, it leans into like a warm vanilla, which I love. It's quite different from the original Sweet Ash, which to me kind of leaned into like that synthetic musk. I don't get that as much with this fragrance. I get a beautiful, luxurious smelling vanilla, not quite gourmand. It's more like woody ambery. I really like this one a lot. So both highlights in my collection. I think Snif is doing a fantastic job with their new releases. And yeah, I absolutely love these fragrances, but if I had to choose the one I love the most, I would go for Hot Cakes. I also have a sample of Rose Exposed. This fragrance has top notes of white pepper, pink pepper, a mid of rose water, rose oil, and orange blossom, and then a base of leather, olibanum, musk, cedarwood, and cashmere. So when it comes to Tom Ford fragrances, I don't own any. I can appreciate them for what they are. And yes, this is a sample, so my, experience with this is pretty limited. But I would say I definitely like this. This is an aromatic rose. It's just fresh, spicy. It's not too jammy at all. There's some light pepperiness to it. I really like this one a lot. I like this one. It's one of my more favorite Tom Ford fragrances. I would say if you like rose, if you want like a more photorealistic rose, if you don't want a jammy rose, this could be a really good option. Something else I really wanted to highlight was Anna Sui's Sunday collection. I was not aware that they had this, but I went to New York and I met with some members of their team, and I was really intrigued by these fragrances. These are eau de toilettes. So we have the 3 fragrances: Pretty Pink, Violet Vibe, and Mellow Yellow. As you may already know, Anna Sui, they're kind of known for having these really inventive bottle designs. And for this collection in particular, they went for this kind of silicone feeling design. So looking at this, just know this is really not a plastic design. This is primarily kind of like this touchable silicone material, which I actually appreciated. It was really easy to handle, and I felt like it was an kind of elevated approach. It wasn't just like hard plastic, which they could have also done. But I'm just going to go through all the fragrances individually. So first we have Sunday Violet Vibe, and this is a purple one, obviously, but this has top notes of strawberry cream, lemon zest, and cassis nectar, a mid of red apple blossom, jasmine petals, and lotus blossom, and then a base of pink marshmallow and skin musk. This to me really smells like something that a celebrity scent, like a quintessential celebrity scent, would smell like. I do get that kind of like artificial, like strawberry, like tonic creaminess. And I will say there is some floral in here. It's like that typical fruity, floral, kind of celebrity scent leaning fragrance. Quite sweet. It's probably not my favorite out of all of them. It's nice. It's not my favorite. I probably wouldn't wear this. But if that sounds good to you, I would definitely get a sample or try this one. The next one I also quite liked. This is called Mellow Yellow. It's the really like eye-catching yellow and pink bottle. This is a really kind of like pretty sugary gourmand fragrance. So you have sugared lemon, passion fruit pulp, and mountain peach at the top, a mid of osmanthus, crabapple blossom, and jasmine sambac, and then a base of vanilla, plum wood, and musk. For those of you who don't know, osmanthus is a floral that really kind of tends to add a fruitiness to fruity fragrances. So it adds like a fruity roundness to fragrances with gourmand notes. And in this case, I definitely do get something like fruity, something gourmand. I would say this is probably the most gourmand out of the three. It's a pretty fragrance. I get the sugared lemon, I get the peachiness, I get the passion fruit pulp factor as well. And of course, it's all finished off with that beautiful musky vanilla and the osmanthus. This is quite pretty. However, the one that I like the most, and if I had to choose one to get a full bottle, it would likely be this one, is the final one, which is called Pretty and Pink. This is a fragrance with top notes of pink pomelo, mandarin, and fresh basil, a heart of plum blossom, bellini accord, and blue cyclamen, and then a base of crystallized musk, palisandra woods, and crisp amber. This to me smells like a clean musk fragrance with quite a lot of sweetness, but nothing too extreme in my opinion. I get where they're going with like the pink pomelo, and in the opening it's like a very bright citrusy fragrance. But I do think that the hero note here is this beautiful, clean, and yet still sweet musk factor. If you like something like Glossier You, not that these fragrances are that similar, but you know how Glossier You has like this like clean kind of sweet musk. This is a lot less sharp than Glossier You, and it's just a clean musk with some fruitiness with some florals. This is the one that I would definitely gravitate towards because I think it's simple, I think it's pretty, it's not too sweet, it's not too gourmand, and I would say it's my favorite out of the three. The absolute highlight for me when it came to this collection was the packaging. They have like this silicone component when it comes to the bottle design, which I thought was so fun and so interesting. So if you're interested in fun packaging, but you don't necessarily want something clunky and plastic in your collection, this could be really good. I appreciated that they had fun packaging, but it genuinely like felt like a good experience regardless. It didn't feel cheap. It felt really intentional. It felt like silicone, which is an alternative to what we'd expect from like, you know, fun packaging, which oftentimes is plastic. I appreciated that it was kind of a silicone material. It felt good. It felt like a fun, intentional launch. So I would say this is probably for like a younger demographic, but if you're looking for something to give someone as a gift, this could be a really good option as well. So I did actually also have a chance to go to Bergdorf's, and I was very generously helped out by Leighton George over at Bergdorf's. He is the fragrance ambassador there, and if you're looking for a consultation, if you're looking for just someone who's extremely knowledgeable about all the fragrances there, who will help you try out all the fragrances, he is an excellent resource. Whenever I'm in Bergdorf's, I always I always consider him like a primary source of just knowledge when it comes to all the fragrances. He is so knowledgeable. He's also very friendly. I love what he has to say when it comes to fragrances. He has some amazing recommendations. So we were sniffing through the Belmont line, and as you may know, I featured that in one of my Smash Your Pass videos. Like I think it was like a few months ago. I was curious about some of these fragrances, and I got a chance to smell through all of them, and I came away with two loves. These are fragrances that are absolutely on my wish list. I am so intrigued by them. Let's go through them. So these two fragrances are Carbone and Blue Infini, and I've sprayed them both on my wrists. I've also tried them in store. I have my opinions. Let's go into Carbone first. So this fragrance is a musky, woody perfume with notes of white musk, sandalwood, suede, which you guys know I love, rose, patchouli, and cumin. It ends up smelling like, I don't smell the rose as much. I smell like more of the animalic woody notes, like with the suede and the sandalwood, and a bit of the spiciness, but it's not overdone. This is such a masterfully blended fragrance. Like it smells expensive. It smells niche. It smells beautiful. Like it smells, yeah, it smells really beautiful. I think I sprayed it on my skin and I could smell it on my coat for like days after. It smelled amazing. It's gorgeous. This is absolutely going on the wish list. This is a rose in a way that I haven't seen done before. It's like, yes, there's a bit of rose, but it's more focused on like the spiciness, but it's like not like overdone. It's not scratchy. It's beautiful. Blue Infinite was also another highlight. Let's go into the notes of this one. This is a woody, mossy fragrance. Oh my gosh, this is so good. With clary, sage, oak moss, lichen, labdanum, salt, akigala wood, and rose. Again, you have another play on rose. There's a light saltiness to it, just like a light saltiness. I believe this is inspired by the ocean, I think, with the salt. This is stunning, absolutely unisex. I think that like it has those aromatics there. It has like that kind of like the the mossiness, but it's done in a very intentional way. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But if I had to choose between the two, I would say Carbone is definitely the highlight. But in general, the entire line is really great. You should smell them. Yeah, I was like very impressed by them. They were amazing. They had some amazing options. Carbone, that one has my heart. Has my heart, has my soul. I love that one. I also want to share with you this fragrance by L'Objet. I was looking, you guys know how I've been looking for options for lipstick fragrances. I tried this. I was like, yes. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So the representative for L'Objet basically said that this smells like her idea of like what like a I think like what a Parisian woman would smell like. So let's look at the notes because like this is going on the wish list like full stop. This is a fragrance that actually launched in 2023, but this has notes of cognac, pepper, and coriander at the top, a mid of lipstick, rose, plum, jasmine, and black currant, and then a base of incense, leather, caramel, cedar, and oak moss. Oh my gosh. A spicy, boozy lipstick fragrance, not overtly focused on the lipstick. So if you're looking for a standalone lipstick, this might not be it. But again, spiciness, like that spiciness, but not too scratchy. The booziness, but not too sweet. The lipstick, slight animalic nature. Like these are good. These are some good options. Like I was like, I think I said to several people at Bergdorf's, I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to be mindful. These are absolute highlights though. So impressed. Amazing. But yeah, those are some fragrances that have been on my radar. These are fragrances that I have been trying. Obviously, I have some other fragrances that I will be talking about in future videos. And I think like I have so many samples that I got from my trip to New York. These are just a few of the highlights. But I think I'll be posting some shorts. I'll be posting some like extra videos either here or on TikTok to share some of these with you. But easily, I would say like probably like my top two samples in this video would definitely be Carbone and Oh Mon Dieu. Fantastic. I think I'll be buying these. But anyway, let me know what do you think of these. Have you heard of some of these fragrances? Let me know your thoughts. Are you also excited about the Snif fragrance and the Pernoire release? Because I definitely am. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.